Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Grown Clip Bonsai for Seniors. I just got home from the 2025 trade show. This was February 28th of 2025, Friday. It's 56 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius at about 5 p.m. this afternoon. And we got a fierce wind out there, so it's like 10 degrees colder. That wind is cold, blowing stuff all over the yard. So I'm going to show you. Got my lantern here because I got to change them light bulbs. We got the 2025 Perennial of the Year, Pycnanthemum, muticum, or mountain mint, or short tooth mint. It's hard for me to pronounce the names, but I got this from Twixt Nursery. I had it bigger, but in the car, you know, with bouncing around and stuff, it's all over the place, so I thought I had it tightened down good, but it'll still grow. I'm going to repot it as soon as I get done with the video, so it's going to be nice and good. And this was a nice free sample from them. I'm going to try it out. And then, yes, Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties over there. All the kitties, Mr. Elephant says hello. Okay, now, let's put it over there so I don't forget. And then, there's a great vendor out there. You know, I was looking at him. He's got a new air pot. It's from Trees by Design. It's their air pot. And Chris Irving, there's his card. He gave me this pot as a free sample to try out. Chris Irving there. He's a good guy. And he gave my son this for us to try out, for me to try out. And what's, you know, you're going to say, oh, Tom, it's just like any other root making pot. No. What's the good thing about it? The screw. You can take and unscrew this, open it up to get it apart, to get all your roots out and everything. Plus, this screw fits these holes. So you can make this pot any size you want. Any size you want. It fits them holes. So you can make it smaller. Or this one's on the last leg for this pot, but they got bigger ones like this that also do the same thing. So Chris, we're going to give it a try. Chris Irving's from Trees by Design. Look at that. This is a pretty good pot. I like it. And you can see the inside, how it looks real nice. See if you can see it better. I had to put the lantern on because it's kind of dark in here. And then we got an Amaryllis bulb. Let me put this pot on the side where's Chris's card so I can put it here. And then I got an Amaryllis bulb. My son got it from one of the vendors over there. I forgot the name of them. But this is a nice size Amaryllis bulb. So we're going to plant that one too. We're going to see how it grows. And I also... what did I do with it, Tom? Now I gotta find. I also got a new caliper. I thought I had it here. Tom, you goofed up again. Well, we'll find it. I thought I had it in the bag. Yep, here it is. And this is from Goodmark Nurseries. And you can see this is a stronger caliper, and it's got all the dimensions there. It's got centimeters, and it's got inch. And if you go with this bulb, and I just go right through it like that on both sides, so I can get the feel of how thick it is. And right now this bulb is 3.5 inches or 10 centimeters thick, if you can see that. So we're going to try that out. And this way here I can gauge the size of my bulbs and see if they grow any. And it's nice and sturdy. It's not that real thin plastic ones. So I like that. And then I got a pencil. You're going to say, Tom, what's so good about a pencil? Well, once the pencil's used up, what do you do with it? This is from Sprout World. And it's got basil seeds in here. So once you're done with the pencil, you stick it in the pot with soil, you water it, and we get some basil out of it. I think it's a basil one. I think that's what she said. That is pretty cool. What will they think of next? So you can write, do your stuff in there once your pencil's worn out. Or you can even use it with the pencil and sharpen it, and then you can keep track of it once the seeds start growing out of the cap. So we're going to have to give this a try. That'd be a good one from the children's corner. And then I got a lot of free pens. Like always, you can always use pens. And then from Northern Sunset Perennials, I got this nice little whiskey glass. I don't drink, but this will be good for St. Patrick's Day. It says, give us a shot at being your perennial provider. Look at that. That's a cool glass. That's green for the wearing of the green for St. Patrick's Day. We're going to keep that up here. That's some of the stuff I got. And then I got a notebook, so I wrote in my notebook from them, and I wrote about the by the sawtooth mint, or not the sawtooth, the short tooth mint, or mountain mint, but Pycnanthemum muticum, I think that's how you spell it, but that's my notes on it. So it's good to keep a notebook. So I got a good notebook on the new plants that I got, and I'm going to keep an eye on that and see how it grows, and then I'm going to put my pot in the notebook, and we're going to see how that works out. So I'm going to do a planting on that in a video once I get a good tree for that. Maybe when I go to Ted's nursery, I'll get a tree and we'll put it in there. We'll see how it takes off. And then from the other nurseries, I have some wildflower seeds. I got this one from Stantec, native wildflower seeds. And from Clenson's, I got some more wildflower seeds to save the beads. Yes, and I also got some notebooks. And then they have the one section with all the invasive species and stuff. And then from Wisconsin, if you're out in Wisconsin, beware of the spongy moth. Let me close this so you can see this. There we go. I still can't get it. The spongy moth. There we go. That's what it looks like on the back. So you can look that up, and it's eating it's a leaf eating forest pest. It can lay egg masses on logs, firewood, vehicles, and other outdoor equipment. So we got to watch when you move your items and stuff, especially if you're going from one place to the other. Make sure those eggs and that moth is not on there, and you can see the picture of the moth. So beware of that moth. So a little update on that. And then I got a nice tape measure, so I can use around, carry it in my pocket, a little keychain. And then I got a lot of literature. And then there was another vendor that he does stuff for WTTW for Sesame Street. So I told him I do the children's corner. He says he might. I gave him my card so he can watch. There's my cards that my daughter-in-law printed up, and I gave him one of my cards, and I told him I do the children's corner with Mr. Elephant on there. So he's going to watch some of the videos, and maybe he can give me something so I can do something for the children's corner. So if he sends something my way, thank you very much. I can't remember the name of the vendors. It's been a long day. Long ride, an hour ride out to Schaumburg. So you take care, everybody. Have a good day. Today's Friday. It's dance night. Just got home. I'm going to rest a little bit. Have a good day. Good night, I mean. Cup of tea. Put on some big band music when music was music. And sit back and relax. And get Grandpa off that couch. Have a little slow dance with him. I know you can't do the jitterbug. But have a nice slow dance. Or if you can't dance, sit down. Relax with each other. Have a cup of tea. And put on some big band music when music was music. Benny Goodman. That's one of the greatest bands I know. And then there's Ozzie and Harriet. There's the Ozzie and Harriet show for you youngsters out there if you still remember him. But back in the day, he had his own band. Check it out. And then there's Duke Ellington, Count Basie. There's a whole bunch of other band members. I forgot. Long day. So you take care, everybody. Got to relax. And have a good evening.